Right, as you know, I'm left-handed, and normally I show you right-handed, but I can't do this right-handed. And the thing is, it doesn't really matter because it's the same. You know, you bring it up in the same place and put it down in the same place and thread through whichever hand. It's just the same. It's not like some stitches where you definitely need to do them right-handed. Okay, but I can't do this right-handed. So just mentioning that. So put your frame into the ring. I mean, I'm just going to show you about talk to you about the threads. You do need, yeah, there's plenty of them, yeah. You do need a firm thread for this, okay? So I've just bought pearl cottons, and there's two sizes of them. There's pearl 5, which is the thinner one that I've used. These are all pearl 5, okay? There's lots of them, most of them are pearl 5. Okay, you can see the thickness. And then there's some of them which are pearl 3, which are thicker. So if you want to work thicker, you can see the difference, can't you?
Yes, you can.
You know, but if you want to work thicker, you might want to do a bigger Picot, you know. It's not very good using stranded cotton for this because it's too soft. Okay, that's why I've just bought these threads. Now we're starting off with a chenille needle. As you know, it has the big eye and the point. So we start it off with that needle, but when we come to be doing the threading backwards and forwards, we might change to a tapestry needle because they've got a blunt end, so that'd be easier. Okay. So, and just to show you these, there's something quite bright, so you can see it. These, if you've never used these, they come in skeins like this. I mean, they're done up, you know, twisted together, but done in skeins, and I've just cut them at one end. So you can, and I've sort of attached them together, pull it from this end. And particularly if you were doing a long Picot, you need a lot of thread. You don't want to run out halfway through because you can't finish it. Because after all, they're all sort of like standing up. But the thing is, when you start, I would do a small one because they're ever so much easier. I mean, these are quite, I mean, maybe it doesn't matter for petals, they're all slightly different shapes, you know, the petals on there. If you wanted to, I'll pass it around. So I will use a long thread, which I don't normally, but I think what we'll do, I'll just roughly, very, very lightly draw a Picot. Okay. That's quite big actually for this thread. The thing he put up there, they just add a knot and started stitching. As you know, I don't like a knot and just start stitching because knots sometimes come undone and then the work comes undone. And that's why sometimes we leave the waist knot and cut it off afterwards and stitch it in. But here we could actually, if we wanted to, one way of fastening on, you can just do a little running stitch. Okay. This is where the top of it is, so you hopefully won't see this. And then stitch back into it, making sure you go through the thread, because then it won't move. Okay, so that's one way of fastening on that's not bulky. Okay. So what we're going to do, this is actually quite long, isn't it? Shall I cut a bit off? I don't want to stab you in the eye. So we're coming up where it says A, so it is facing me, you know, so I'm coming up on the left here. Oh, pins. Got one pin here. Hope you've got pins with you. I'm putting one with a head so you can see it well, okay. You've got to bring this round the pin. I actually find it easier to sort of pin it in, you know. And you're going to go down at B. I meant to bring some more pins and that's what I forgot. Go down at B. And come up at see, which let's just pin that out there actually. So then we're just following this. So it could be when you're doing the top bit, you actually need to have it a bit free, but bring this round, okay, from the left, exactly as it's shown there. Pin this down for a minute. But this is the point where you might want to change needles, because if you use this chenille needle, you might keep catching the thread because it's very pointed. Are you with me? So I've got needles. I've got some needles here if you haven't got them. So I'm using that's tapestry needle, so it's blunt. Okay. So this is where you have to keep moving your frame round to sort of thread from one side to the other. Or use both hands if you can thread both ways. So here, we go under, over and under. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry about this. It keeps wanting to knot. So push that up. Okay. So just sort of, yeah, get it really tight. And then the other way. Over, under, over. Again, keep pushing it up as you work. Now, I'm not turning it round, but if you can do both hands, that's even better. Underneath, over, under. Do you see? And each time you've got to sort of push it up. And you're trying to keep the shape, okay? So not pull it too much or too little. Can you all see what I'm doing?
Yeah.
You can, okay. So you just carry on like that until you've filled up the shape, basically. So I mean, when you finish, you take the whole thing out, and it you know stands up. But obviously, you can't really take it out until you've done it. So do people want to have a go? Because if I finish this, it would take about 10 minutes. So you're trying to keep the shape there.
It's really cushy, isn't it?
It is. It's very effective.
Yeah.
If you want to pass it.